Hey, welcome to Tips Takes episode 2 on this fine Thursday night. He's Nick, I'm Dylan, giving you our takes for this next week and looking at the past week. So let's get started. Looking at the past week, I mean, we had an average week.
Yeah,
He kind of made it average, but let's just say some of my picks pretty shitty. Yesterday, I kind of fucked it up, but the one pick I'm the most embarrassed about, I got some little bit of hate. Marist and Fairfield, it was last Friday, Ivy League games, and
so we usually run our picks past each other, and this one just snuck through the cracks. And I saw it.
I was basically I just did a fucking rookie ass mistake, and I was like, oh, that was really low, and I took the over on Fairfield Marist, and I want to say it was 19-19 at halftime.
It was 19-19,
and I was like, just wait, Nick, this game's gonna go into overtime, and even overtime, it was just
tough to watch. It was a tough one to watch. Well, my policy is I don't bet on losing teams. Betting on losing teams, they're losers for a reason because they don't fucking cover, they don't win, they don't do shit. They're losers.
But anyways, tonight 2-0 right now. Me and him are both 1-1.
I'm undefeated for the
week. 1-0.
Honestly.
I mean, yeah. Nick's on a hot streak right now.
We don't really separate the picks, but that's for a reason though. We kind of look over each other's picks. Yesterday, I agreed with the Auburn pick. Auburn. Fuck Auburn. Fuck Auburn.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck Auburn.
Auburn, the 3-point team they were
last year,
it just does not transition. They went 3 for 20 last
I stopped watching.
It was terrible. Never betting on Auburn again this year. Never. You can mark that shit down.
Bruce Pearl, instead of fucking going on The Bachelor, how about you start scheming some plans for these shitty teams instead of trying to suck Madison's dick? How about that?
But anyway, tonight, trying to hit that 4-0 again. USC,
it's
Colorado.
It's going to come down to the wire, I think. We're watching. We have the games on right now on the TV.
Yeah. But
it's
anyways,
talking
last week, we...
Wait, you got something to do, though, for your losing weekend.
Fuck, you talked about this. So anyways, Tipsy take will involve...
The loser of the week is going to do a shotgun, a beer bomb, and Dylan was the loser of the week. He had a rough couple days. His 2 or 3 days, Dylan probably went maybe 2-8, maybe 2-8.
Yes.
It didn't look as bad because I'm not on the horn, but I picked up the slack.
Saturday, both of us. Ugh.
Saturday was bad. We went 2-6. We both went 1-3.
It was terrible. But anyways,
a lot of upsets that day.
I'm gonna beer bomb 2 beers because I feel really bad about that Fairfield Marist game. And last night going 0-2 when we're kind of catching a fire again. Just can't happen. Can't lose money for you guys.
And Brittany, you want to come bring the beer bong over? Let's do it. This is 2 beers.
All right.
For it's 0-2 going last night.
2 Keystones down the hatch.
Let's get it. There we go. How'd that feel? You gonna bet on Fairfield and Marist again?
No. All right.
Fuck, this game's clip tight now.
Yeah, we got the Arizona State-Oregon game up right now. Oh, it got close. Fuck. Oregon's on a run. Anyways,
my pick might have been biased today. I'm an ASU fan.
Anyways, All-Star game last week, let's lead up to the All-Star game, go and dunk contest, but
tough.
A lot of people say Aaron Gordon should have won 2 years in a row now. Kind of got fucked over. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. Aaron Gordon, 50s. If you go 50s for 4 dunks in a row, that should be a W.
Okay,
that should be a fucking win. You get 50s 4 dunks in a row, even though they're handing out 50s pretty easily nowadays.
That's my thing. You can't start giving out 9s and 10s
because there's no improvement. There's
no improvement.
You hand out a 50 to somebody on their first dunk, you know they have better shit in their bag. So
the dunk contest has progressively gotten worse and worse each year in the last 10 years. It's just terrible.
Except Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon, maybe one of the best dunk contests of all time. This year was pretty good too. I'm not giving any hate on Derek Jones Jr., but he had some pretty fucking good dunks too. So, but I think Aaron Gordon definitely should have won. If you dunk over like what is Taco Falls like 7-6 or some shit like that.
It's fucking huge.
7-9.
7-4
coming from our stats analyst guy.
7-9.
7-9.
Yeah.
It's having a couple of too many.
But anyways,
see a double.
But anyways, what I liked about All-Star Weekend was the game itself. That format was amazing. I've never loved All-Star games. I never even watched them, but the fourth quarter of that game, insane.
I mean, we were just like, both of us were just like, our roommate Patrick too, Matt, we were all just like, that was pretty impressive, honestly.
That format needs to
continue. I think they said they put out an announcement like yesterday. They're going to continue that format next year because of the intensity that it brings to the game. Like Team LeBron was down going into it, pulled out. They were like arguing with the refs. They were arguing with the refs over calls. When do you see that in the All-Star game? That shit's crazy. I liked it. The 3-point contest was pretty interesting too.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, moving on. MLB spring training starts this weekend, and I know you guys are going to call me a bandwagon and shit, repping the Chiefs right now. I'm also a Red Sox fan. I promise that I've been a Sox and a Chiefs fan since the beginning. Well, when the Sox won in 2004, I hopped on the bandwagon. But anyways, I've been pissed off for probably a couple weeks now since they fucking got rid of Mookie. And they got rid of Brock Holt. Love that guy. But anyways, got some takes right now. Nick, Cubs obviously over under 60 or 86.5 wins. What are you saying?
I'm gonna have to go. I don't know if this is biased, but I'm gonna have to go over. I think they're gonna be good this year. I think Chris Bryant's coming back for another year. No, it was like talks that they were gonna trade him or get rid of him, but I think he's coming back for another year. And Javi Baez, Anthony Rizzo, our pitching staff is veteran pitchers. Like, I think 86.5, like, easily over. Like, I think we're going to make a 90-win team, 95-win team. Maybe we're going to be competing
95?
We're going to be competing with the Cardinals next year for the...
the Brewers. Cardinals.
I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's a very... Like, last year it was coming down. Like, I was so pissed last year. The Cubs... They had a 9-game like lead or some shit like that, and they lost it.
All right. So since I'm a Red Sox fan, 85.5 wins. This is tough. This is a tough one for me because it seems like it's year to year for the Red Sox. Either the World Series or just don't even make the playoffs.
But they're in a tough division too,
and
especially with the Rays coming back.
I hate to say this as a Red Sox fan, but they got the star power and everything. JD Martinez. Chris Sale, but
Chris Sale was the best last year.
I don't know if they can make it. I'm gonna have to say under. Fuck it. I may regret this later.
That's pretty honest though.
Yeah. New manager, Alex Cora's gone. Fuck, I don't know. Loved him. But moving on. Daytona 500. If you guys didn't watch this was a pretty exciting race.
It was pretty exciting the last 10 laps.
Okay, so
before that,
one of my friends put a Daytona 500 pick, and I was like, fuck it, Clint Boyer, because he likes the Chiefs. And I thought he was going to hit. He's 25-1. He was in 4th place, like, with 2 laps left. And someone fucking wrecks him right off.
He was in 3rd place in overtime. Start of overtime, he was in 3rd place.
No, I think he was 4th.
Something like that,
But anyways, fucking got wrecked right off the bat, but fuck. But not even the biggest story.
Yeah, not even close to the biggest story.
I feel Denny Hamlin won, obviously, but the biggest story is...
And let's not put any hate on Denny Hamlin. Like, all 3 of those cars at the end were just balls to the walls. It's the Daytona 500. Your foot's on the fucking pedal, you're going. He didn't mean to flip anybody. He didn't do any of that. It's just like, shit happens when you're...
But anyways, God's work and what NASCAR puts into their cars... and safety, it's insane.
We saw that wreck and we were just like,
20 years ago, Ryan Newman would have been pronounced dead on the scene. But him walking right now, that is insane. Like, is that even Ryan Newman?
Yeah, is that Ryan Newman? It might be a clone of Ryan Newman.
I don't know.
Like, there's that was crazy. Like, they showed the slow-mo when he got hit on the driver's side coming through. Shit was crazy, but he got 4th place. So.
Everyone has to be grateful seeing that he's walking with his daughters there right now. That's unbelievable. But where am I? Oh, so college basketball this week.
This weekend was tough.
It's our thing lately.
Saturday was tough.
Saturday.
I feel like though college basketball, if you look at other like people betting, we're doing really fucking good.
We are.
Like we are doing really fucking good.
At the moment, 30-19, hoping to give you guys a perfect day at the end.
Would that be like our fifth perfect day or some shit like that?
When you guys see this, you can judge us by that. But
Arizona State's looking good right now. We're watching it right now.
Actually, let me check that USC game. Let me see.
Yeah. USC. But yeah.
Ooh, there. 3 minutes left, down by 6. I hope they.
Spread's 9.5.
Hope they cover.
We got it.
But what are your games looking forward to this week?
My first game is Butler and Creighton. I love watching the Big East. All the teams not all of them. Butler, Creighton, Villanova, Seton Hall. Those teams, no matter like, they're so fun to watch. Like every Big East team, Big East is fun to watch. And like we'll talk about this later, but like the Big East, I have some high hopes for the Big East, especially like
so do I.
Seton Hall, Creighton. I'm not sold on Butler yet. I think Butler's a bunch of phonies. I think they've been getting lucky in the beginning.
Butler's always a tournament team though. Like,
they are a tournament team,
history,
but like so far, like I'm not sold on them. Like the Big East, like Seton Hall, Creighton, Villanova. Those are my teams in the Big East, and that's where I'm gonna stick.
All right. My first game, you cannot leave this out. This is an obvious game. Baylor, Kansas at Baylor.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
So Kansas is gonna trying to get revenge. I've heard from multiple analysts that Kansas is the best team in basketball right now.
No.
How can you say that? Baylor has dominated every team they faced.
I think
Well, you get the point. They've been fucking untouchable.
But I think Kansas is ranked right where they should be because I think personally Gonzaga is my number one. I think Gonzaga is just fucking destroying.
Baylor should be undefeated right now. They had a fucking rough game against Washington preseason game, but they have been unstoppable in this
their defense
Big 12
is when you watch them play, their defense is so fucking fast. I said this last week, but their defense, like even watching it like this week, it just their defense is so fucking fast.
Whatever the spread is, probably going to be Baylor 2.5 point favorites.
Who's home?
It's Baylor.
Baylor's
so
home?
it's probably going to be 2.5, 3.5 point favorites. Hammer that shit.
Hammer Baylor.
Hammer it.
They got what's Kansas? What's their center's name?
Azubuike. Pretty sure.
Yeah, like that's. I don't know. Baylor is just gonna have a plan for him. Baylor's gonna have a plan for him.
They're in foul trouble though.
My second game I'm looking forward to is Maryland and Ohio State. I know Ohio State's not going to be ranked after this week because of the loss, but that game's still going to be pretty interesting for the Big Ten. I like Maryland. I do like Maryland.
Yeah.
I think they're shooters. They're shooters. They got some shooters. I think I said this last week too, but Maryland got some shooters. But Ohio State didn't really impress me. Like, I don't think they should have been even, like, obviously I'm on the committee, but ranked for Ohio State, they went on a little streak here, but nah, Maryland's the real fucking deal.
So my second game is going to be Gonzaga BYU. Probably the last game that tests Gonzaga this regular season.
Did you make a pick like this last week with San Diego State too and Boise? And so that was our last one test.
Well, Nevada at the end of the season, but Gonzaga. Fucking Nevada. But
going to that game on Saturday.
Gonzaga BYU. I mean, Gonzaga's been winning games by 20 points on average.
They're an easy pick. If you're looking for a small spread and you see Gonzaga have a spread under 10, pick them every fucking time.
I'm guessing that spread's going to be about in favor of Gonzaga about 6 points, I'd say. I'd say about 6.
Hammer Gonzaga. They're too fucking good.
BYU. They got a lot of experience.
Did they win tonight? I haven't checked yet. They were losing.
They've been doing shitty right now, but
Santa Clara, they were losing to Santa Clara.
But you never know that BYU crowd, the Mormon crowd, is gonna keep fucking going and saying, "Oh fuck." But I hope Gonzaga fucking kills them.
I hope so too. Yeah. Fuck. Over here, Nevada, not BYU fans.
Not BYU or Utah State fans. Fuck.
My last game I'm looking forward to, which I think is gonna be fucking close. Louisville and Florida State. The ACC has kind of been shitty this year besides Duke. And even Duke, fuck Duke. NC State railed them. So I think Louisville might be the best team in the ACC.
Fuck, but they lost. They had 2 bad losses.
They did have bad losses. But
Wake
like,
and Clemson. You said, hey, I'll bring this up. You said Louisville was going to rail Clemson. And Clemson owned them.
I did say that.
Clemson owned them.
Louisville, though, I think they're like, I don't know.
I think
they're a tournament team. They have the experience. Their coach has the experience.
Yeah.
They're a fucking tournament team. I would not want to see Louisville in the fucking
Coach K is still team to beat Duke in the ACC.
You think so?
Yeah.
Florida State, that was a close game.
It was a close game.
Louisville and Florida State is going to be like for second place, I would think, in the ACC.
Yeah.
I think it's for second place. And I think like the winner of that game should probably get like a 3rd or 4th seed in the tournament.
Oh no, they'll get higher than that.
You think they'll get like a 2 seed?
Probably 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
Yeah, so I said 3 or 4, but maybe around a 3 seed. Around a 3 seed, that winner of that game will get around a 3 seed.
All right. Last game I'm looking forward to this weekend, Wichita Cincy.
I don't know why he's looking forward to this game.
Okay, Cincinnati, they're in the tournament right now. Probably they're probably in the tournament. Wichita is big. Game
Wichita State is
big game. They're on the bubble. They need this road win.
Wichita State is always a fucking scary team in the tournament.
They are.
Like Wichita State is like one of those teams you don't want to see on the schedule.
They're probably going to be one of those first 4 teams, and I would not want to play them in the first 4, in my opinion. But if they get this win at Cincy, I mean, they could jump up to a 9 or 10 seed easy. Oh, so we're going to go to our takes for the night. And first one I got is Cardale Jones the Mahomes of the XFL?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Does he dominate games?
He does dominate games. Did you watch him versus the Guardians?
Did.
Okay, we watch all the XFL games. We don't put out picks unless we watch them. We put out some XFL picks. We do watch the XFL. And I think Cardale Jones, he's a bad motherfucker. Like, Cardale is okay, for the XFL, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. He could be a second stringer in the NFL, I think.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
You're back up.
So I think that I was saying this on, I forgot when they played Saturday. I was like, this is gonna be the MVP of the league.
When he when he dropped the ball and then picked it up, almost got sacked and then fucking threw it for 30-yard completion. I was like, oh shit, that's a fucking good ball move right there.
Don't count out the Roughnecks though. I don't know the name of their quarterback, but I watched him for a little bit this week. He's good. He's really good for the XFL, but he's good.
All right, another thing, touching on a bit of last week that we said, having to do with the Astros. Will MLB pitchers hit the Astros? And
yes. Yes.
But will the MLB end up cracking down on the teams that do fucking target the Astros?
Well, if I had to make a bet, which I guess we have a betting page, the leadoff hitter for the Astros is Garrett Springer.
George Springer.
George Springer. I think he's going to hit first pitch of the year. And I do think...
Who are they playing first game?
I don't know. But I think the pitcher that hits him is definitely going to be fine. I think he's going to be kicked out of that game.
If it's an Astros... I have to check the schedule, but if it's an Astros-Yankees game, fucking Yankees definitely plunking him first fucking pitch.
And let's talk about the Yankees real quick. Didn't they just sign an Astros pitcher who was with the Astros in 2017? Garrett Cole? Didn't they sign Garrett Cole?
That's going to be a little weird.
You know how awkward that would be in the dugout?
I think he'll sell.
Because he knows what the Astros were doing.
Definitely does.
But yeah, I think Astros... I don't know what the over-under for their
I think it's in the A's.
It's in the A's, but I think it's going to be...
It's something...
It's either going to be way over or way under. And I think the only reason to be way under is because the MLB will actually crack down on the pitchers. And they're supposed to be... They said, that the pitchers that are, kicked out of games are going to be fined more this year. And I think that's only because of the Astros.
Yeah, I think...
Which is dumb as fuck, because the Astros deserve everything that's coming to them.
Yeah, the Astros just... Or the MLB is honestly just sucking the Astros' dick right now.
It's so dumb. They don't want to... They should vacate the title. Personal opinion. They shouldn't give it to the Dodgers, but they should vacate the title.
Yeah, no one wins the title that year. But, All right, so we had some big proposals in the last week for playoffs. The first one we're going to touch on is the MLB. So in this fucking bracket that we have, the number 1 seed the teams with buys pick who they get to play. And I honestly think that's fucking bullshit.
It's kind of bullshit.
It ruins the integrity of the game. Like
you should play who you play.
Yes, you should
play who you play. The MLB, I think we both agreed on this. We were at, I don't know where we're at. We're at the gym or something when we just saw it on the TV. Like, that's fucking dumb. It's so dumb. It's just like, you should play who you play. The MLB, nothing has to fucking work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is there, like...
Like, obviously, fucking in recent history, the Twins haven't done shit against the Yankees. Yankees pick them every fucking series, I bet, if they did this one.
Yes, it's so dumb. It's so... That one was dumb. But, the one that we're about to talk about now, I kind of agree with.
The NFL?
I do agree with the NFL one.
Now, how did that one work again?
It's like, only one team gets a bye, and there's an extra wild card team. So, there'd be 3 wild card teams, and 1 team gets a bye. So, it'd be like... There'd be 7 teams that make the playoffs, and 3 wild card and 4 division winners, and 1 team gets a bye. And I like that. I do like that.
I don't know if I like it. I just think it again.
So the 2 seed in the instead of getting a bye, the 2 seed in the NFL or the AFC or the NFC would play the 7 seed, which would.
I just think it ruins like the regular season and how much games matter again. Because
but games would still matter though.
You could have an 8-8, 7-9 team making the fucking playoffs.
Well, we have that anyway.
Okay.
With the NFC West, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah, but fuck, dude. I just don't like it.
NFC East, so not NFC West.
I like
NFC
the
West with some fucking dogs.
The NFL format they have right now, perfect in my opinion.
I think it's good, but I think it could be better. And I do like the 17 playoffs. I love football, and I want to see that'd be 3 games in the first weekend. That'd be 3 games instead of 2. So I like it.
All right. Last take we have is our final 4 as of right now. You want to start with yours?
Should we just go one by one? Because I see some of yours, and we kind of agree on some. My first one's Gonzaga. I feel like Gonzaga is just some fucking dogs. Yeah. I've said this for the last 2 weeks. Gonzaga's some fucking dogs. They got players on their team. Final 4. I think it's easy.
Gonzaga.
Obviously we haven't seen the bracket and where people are who they're playing against. The 1 and 2 seeds in each region matters.
We won't see that until Selection Sunday.
But I think Gonzaga, no matter what, some fucking dogs.
Gonzaga. I mean, that's my number 1 too. I mean, great coach. Players are amazing. They can fucking shoot, play good defense. They've been fucking I said earlier. They've been beating teams by an average of 20 points a game. I mean, that's an easy lock Final 4.
Easy. But then the Final 4 is also fucking crazy. Every year is crazy. Okay, you should say your number 2 because your number 2 is the same as my number 2.
My number 2, Baylor right now. Like Baylor. I said, they can't be fucking stopped right now.
Baylor. Yeah, their defense.
Oh! USC covered. Let's fucking go.
It's going to be undefeated night.
Undefeated night. Undefeated night.
Let's
fucking. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. Make your fucking bread. Let's fucking go.
People that unfollowed us after that one day we had bad, we got 10 to 15 people that unfollowed us because we went 2-6. But then we're this weekend we're fucking 10-2.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. Yeah. So we know what we're talking about. We do research the games. We do actually go to fucking college at Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Baylor, by the way.
Baylor, there's no stopping dogs. I expect them to not only beat Kansas, but I expect them to blow them the fuck out.
One of Dylan's picks on Saturday is going to be Baylor. Count on it. We're probably going to throw another 8 picks out there on Saturday because Saturday is such a big day for college basketball.
It is.
My third team, Dayton.
Dayton, yeah.
Me, before Dayton was even ranked, beginning of the year, preseason tournaments, me and Dylan watched them play, and we both said,
I don't know.
They're fucking good.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but they lost to Kansas in one of the early season tournaments, and they fucking looked like a Final Four team then, and they've had every game's kind of iffy for them, but I'm telling you, dude, they will make a run in the tournament.
They have some shit to pull out those.
I don't know in my opinion, I don't know if they'll make the Final Four, but they will make a run.
I think they're going to make the Final Four.
Yeah, I know you do.
That's what I fucking said. Final Four, Dayton.
But this is my I got kind of two dark horses in the Final Four.
I like it, though. I see his pick, though, and I kind of like it.
And first one, talked about them a lot last week, too, is Michigan State, Sparty.
I like them.
Tom Izzo. You got the
They have to make it the tournament.
You got
first,
Cassius Winston, arguably the best on in fucking
basketball.
college football, right? Or
college basketball.
Football.
Again, too many keystones.
Too many keystones, but college basketball. But
they have to make the tournament first, though.
oh,
like
they will.
They will.
They'll make the tournament.
The Big Ten kind of.
They're probably going to be an 8 or a 7 seed, but
the Big Ten, honestly, not that good. I like Maryland. I like Michigan State.
They're well rounded though. They don't have that big team like the Big 12 does, but they're well rounded.
I don't know.
They are.
I don't really like the Big Ten.
Iowa, Michigan.
Okay, who would you say is better,
State?
Big Ten or Pac-12?
Big 10.
You would say the Big Ten?
Yes. Without a doubt.
I don't know. Pac-12 is fucking. They're good too. My last team. Talked about it earlier. Big East, Villanova. I like Villanova so much. Watching them play, I think they're better than Seton Hall. I think they're better than Creighton. I think they're better than Butler.
Even though you said Seton Hall was the best team in the fucking Big East,
I did say last week, and then
Seton Hall shit the bed in the first half. But
yeah, and then Villanova this week came through.
I feel
like
Miles Powell's a baller.
Teams that perform at the end of the season, you got to give it to them.
Yeah.
Like, because that's when it matters. Like, you can just you can go like 15-0 at the beginning of the season, like Auburn or some shit like that, and then just shit the bed. And fuck Auburn, they're disgusting. I hate watching Auburn.
Yeah. So my Final Four might.
Oh, another Big East team.
Another Big East team. You guys might be like, what the fuck? But I'm saying this Creighton team's coming on right now.
They're pretty good.
They got some fucking shooters.
We watch a lot of Big East there. We watch a lot of Big East there.
We do. But Creighton's got some shooters, and I'm just telling you right now, you might not take them.
I like Creighton.
They might lose in the first round. They might fucking win the whole thing.
They're one of those teams.
They are one
just
of those
like your other pick, Michigan State. They could lose in the first round too.
They fucking could.
But yeah, I like all your picks. We agree on Gonzaga and Baylor. Those two teams, I think, obviously they're ranked number 1 and number 2 for a reason. They're the best. I think Gonzaga's the best. I don't know who you think is the best.
I think Baylor and Gonzaga is fucking pretty even right now.
If I saw Gonzaga Baylor national championship,
oh, that'd be amazing.
Because Gonzaga's an offensive team and Baylor's a defensive team.
we love upsets in this house, but
23 seconds left. But yeah. I would go for Gonzaga in that.
Yeah, that'd be a great game, but we do love upsets.
So yeah, what's the last thing we're gonna close out for?
All right, you got anything? Nothing.
I think that's it. Yeah,
you guys got any random questions for us?
DM us the questions though that you guys have, because we like write out this stuff. So if you guys watch this, just like on our Twitter, just DM us like questions you want us to talk about. We just talk some bullshit. We get drunk and just talk some bullshit. So basically, just whatever you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, had the non-video last week, going to video. So we got the crew right now. So
we got Matt behind the camera.
We got Brittany bringing in the beer bong.
And we got Patrick as a consultant. Patrick's opinions for the games we take into account.
We do.
We do.
Like that shitty ass fucking Notre Dame pick that you had.
Some of the games, though, he said one of his picks was close. So he said UNC versus Duke, moneyline UNC, but we know how that one went.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Tipsy Take videos every Thursday, and we will see you.
And we're 32-19 right now.
32-19, perfect day again.
Covered. 5 perfect days.
We'll see you next week.
Okay.